Go ahead.
Hi, I am Emily Lutke, and I am a proud resident of Summit County, just like all these other lovely people behind me, and moved here 13 years ago with my husband, with what we expected to be one ski season, and here we go. I'm still here and very, very proud to say that my husband is an educator in the school district, and we have been very connected to this for 7 years now, going into it through different sorts of things with athletics, and now then enrolling our daughter last year in kindergarten in Dillon Valley. So always connected to the school district and always just looking for it to be incredibly successful and provide that great opportunity for all of our students that we have. My background, I actually come from a dental assisting background, so my degree wouldn't necessarily lead me into a position like this, but when we decided to commit to moving to Colorado 13 years ago, I quickly started pursuing the ski industry, and through that I have fallen into a variety of different leadership positions that I feel have placed me well to be able to have that open mind, look for changes, continuing supporting things that are working well, and again, just really look out for the betterment of our students and our educators and that sort of thing. So I have served on the Carriage House Board. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. I served as a member of the Carriage House Board, the Wellington Board of Directors, and really my passion is volunteering, and I think the bigger thing is for me to set that example for my daughter to continually be involved in the community that we live in. So thank you guys.
This is our first question. What do you believe are viable strategies that will help attract and retain highly qualified teachers and support staff? And how will you work to implement those strategies? You have 2 minutes.
Hi there. So one thing I do actually want to give kudos to for the school district is how they did step up to the table this year with the negotiations and offering essentially that incentive for those individuals that came into their roles prior to essentially having their master's degrees and not having that recognized. So I think that is a step in the right direction for us. Do I think there's opportunities, just like everybody else here, without repeating? Most definitely. It is incredibly important for us to be forward-thinking of this, and we are looked at as one of the best schools in Colorado. That is totally to credit to our teachers. We owe that to our students. And I think by increasing the salaries, what we're going to do is we're going to become incredibly appealing and be able to compete with some of these districts that are also offering those higher wages. So along with everybody else, I think salary is a big piece. There are certainly things that we can do in the communities as well, such as leveraging all the resources that we do have that others have mentioned. I'd say this is something that I'm very familiar with, being in the ski industry. It's something we're constantly looking at as far as retention and ensuring that this is a sustainable place for everybody to live. So I don't need to go into everything else that everybody has said, but I do think that we really just need to get out front and essentially be looked at and highly sought after from potential educators. One of my top priorities is to, echo a little bit of what Consuelo just said, but essentially make sure we have opportunities for all. So I will be the first to say I have a lot to learn about what are we currently doing, the curriculum that we're offering, the processes that we go through for curriculum revision when we're looking at adding those in. That's something I'm actually really excited to kind of dive into to ensure that we are offering the best programs for all of our different types of learners, understanding that learning doesn't come easy for all, and for those that it does, that we are essentially asking and providing materials for them, so that way they are excelling and ready for the next thing in life. I'm personally one of a CTE person myself, as far as I came out of public education with a lot of articulated credits that I could go into college with. Had a passion for dental assisting for one, and for me, I got to go right into the dental assisting world and kind of have a career. The traditional school path wasn't necessarily something I was incredibly interested in. Coming out of the Midwest, I think I just wanted to have a white picket fence and 2.3 kids, but that has since changed, and so I think that's another big opportunity for us, is continuing to support those programs. and ensure that our children that are also not necessarily from the high school level on a trajectory to go into college, that they are offered robust sort of in-classroom learnings and a different sort of thing to challenge them and to keep them engaged and to keep them as active members in our community, I think is very important. So thank you. Thank you all. Just like everybody else has said, I appreciate all of your time that you've given us and taking time away from your friends, family, and extracurriculars to come out and join us this evening. Just to start off with, I really look forward to just honestly giving the opportunity to even run for the school board. My passion with public education, not only from my husband being a teacher, from really having my daughter here, connecting with all the local families, and honestly, I just hope to be a voice for everybody in our community. That's really what I'm, here for, is to stand up for what we know we need to do to continue driving all the amazing efforts of our current board and our current school system to help them, propel themselves to the next level. And again, really just to be that, that outspoken person that is willing to look at all opportunities and drive us forward and help us gain the best school system that we can have. Thank you.